Hello everybody, what's up? Welcome back to my channel. I'm exhausted. But I really wanted to film finally my full face of complex culture. So I've been wanting to do this for so long now, and I did actually film it once already. That video had to scrap it. Past is in the past. But now we're finally doing reviewing it. That's all I was trying to say. If you guys like this video, definitely give it a thumbs up, hit the subscribe button, and without further ado, let's just get started. Alright, so the skin is already primed. All the products that obviously I don't mention will be down below. I used a brush today, like a weirdo. So first things first, I want to go in with this lip oil. So this is the Complex Culture Power Pose Lip Gloss in the shade Clear. Power Posy? I don't know. P-O-S-E? Posy? Lip gloss in the shade Clear. I like this lip gloss. It is $18, which I think is a little bit excessive. You know, you can get clear glosses anywhere at this point, and they're all pretty good. This one is super lightweight though. It's not sticky in any way, shape, or form. It is really nice. It feels really comfortable on the lips. And so it depends what you're looking for. I think for me, what you'll hear me say a lot in this video is just, you know, if you can get it in Ipsy, I would try, or if you can get it at a discount, go for it. I think $18 for a lip gloss is just, you know, kind of out there, especially one that's kind of just like a basic lip oil. But I think that if you did have it, you wouldn't be disappointed, or if you did grab it. And so I do like this one, I should say. Maybe that'll sway it. All right, then let's go in with foundation. So for foundation, they don't have a foundation yet. Complex Culture does not. Hopefully soon. I feel like though they might come out with like more full coverage foundation, which is not like my favorite. I feel like that's where their brand would lean. They're it's a very luxe brand. I forgot to mention that. It is very like high class. You can see the packaging is just very luxe. They have a really nice aesthetic to them. They look a little bit more classy, and so they are a little bit more expensive. And not all the products I think are worth their price point. I will specify, of course, but some of them I do think they are. So it just depends. We're gonna go with a new foundation though. This is not from Complex Culture. This is the Zoeva Authentik Skin Natural Luminous Foundation. I just picked this up at TJ Maxx and for $7. So I was like, I need to try this. It's in the, I got the shade 210N Gifted, so we'll see. I know it's not about this. For Complex Culture, we are going in with the Complex Culture Angled Foundation Brush. I'll just zoom through it quick, but I do like this brush. I think if you're someone who likes brushes, you would, if you like using a foundation brush, typically I use a sponge, you would like this. I just think it's $35. Yeah, $35 for this brush is just outrageous. I don't think any brush is worth $35. I don't care if it freaking it's electric and blends it out. I don't care. $35 is just cross the line, and so for me that's a hard pass. But I think if you're someone who again wants to spend a little bit more on some brushes, wants to get in your Ipsy, definitely if you want to know if you should pick this product in your Ipsy next, definitely you won't be disappointed. It is a great foundation brush. I really like the angle to it too. It just is nice, and it doesn't leave streaks or anything like that. But I just don't think you need to run out of your way and go get it. Kind of fangirling over this foundation, but you can see with the brush it just looks nice. It's not as natural I think with the sponge, of course, just because a brush tends to give more coverage, so I'm going to go in with my beauty sponge, but I think the brush is nice too. I can't wait to see, you know, if they come out with a sponge, which I'm sure they will. Maybe it'll be gray or something like that, but that should be cool. I mean, it would probably be like $20 for a sponge, which is stupid, but you know, we'll see. All right, next let's go with the concealer. So this product kind of grew on me. This is the Complex Culture Letup concealer. And again, this product kind of grew on me. I didn't love it first impression, and then I didn't like it even when I filmed the video the first time. And it wasn't that I didn't like it. I just don't think it's anything extraordinary, which I still don't think it's anything like go run out and get, but I think it is really nice, and I think it's something like, you know, I'm gonna get use out of in my collection, and I don't feel will go to waste. I think it's a very lightweight concealer, which is really nice. I just think it doesn't do anything extra, and I think that's why I like it. it doesn't give you, it doesn't hydrate or it doesn't mattify or anything like that. It's nothing extreme. And so you kind of just wear it and you're good to go. Honestly, I think it is a finickier product where, like, depending on the setting powder, even the foundation and stuff, it can look dry. But I think the right setting powder and the right foundation, which honestly I don't even think my foundation has changed. I think it's usually just my setting powder. Like if I use one that I know is more matte, it'll really dry out the concealer, whereas if I use it with like a different concealer, it'll only mattify it a little bit, not as bad. So it just depends on the powder, but I think it can look really dry, so just be careful. But I think you can see it just looks like natural, nice under eye, and that's that. It's a basic concealer, and I think I like it because it kind of just takes you back to the easy times when you just had to worry about did it cover or did it not, you know? And so I don't think it's full coverage or anything like that, but I think it's a nice medium coverage concealer, and I think it just, you know, looks nice under the eye, and I think that is what I like. It's very uncomplex, and that is the whole thing with complex culture. They want to make your makeup and your makeup routine, their goal is to make it less complex, and I think one of the things they said was like, the culture we live in is so complex, you know, your makeup doesn't have to be, and I like that a lot. I think it's exciting. I do believe everything is, as well as is cruelty-free and vegan, just so you guys know. Next we're gonna go in, oh, by the way, that concealer is $25. Ooh, wow, that was fast. By the way, that concealer is $25, I forgot to mention, which is crazy for a concealer. You guys know, I mean, like, usually typically they're like $23 or something like that. $25 is a lot, and then shipping is $5 from Complex Culture, so it's like $30 to buy this concealer. But you know, if you want to try it, I believe they're sending it as a Sam mini in our April glam bag, so if you get that choice or if you get a chance to add it on, might be worth a try. Next, before I go get my hot dogs, we're gonna go in with the Complex Culture Set Go Translucent Powder. I have the shade Clarity. I believe when I ordered this so long ago, they only had the shade Clarity. Right now, I think they have about 4 shades. And then the powder is $28, which again is up there for a setting powder. I just think that this is one of the best setting powders that I've tried ever. It is literally, you can see how my skin is just so blurred, so set though, but it's not dry. And I think, again, depending on some concealers, I have experienced dryness with this and it kind of freaked me out. But I think that in general, you just, it just is a really amazing concealer. I don't know why I use a sponge today. I like my powders with a brush better. I've been liking that better. But I think that it just is so nice because it sets your face without being too mattifying. And it's just the perfect kind of powder, especially for someone like me who has dry skin. I just, you know, typically am afraid of all kinds of powders. And this one is so forgiving. It's so nice and it just looks so beautiful on the face. It is a shade. You can see it did lighten my foundation a bit, but those words sound together like a bad word. Foundation a bit. Oh my gosh, okay. I'm done saying that. But so it is the shade depending on what shade you like. And yes, that's all I was gonna say about that. BRB. Okay, so next is bronzer and blush, and I am missing a brush. I just don't have it right now, but it is the Complex Culture bronzer brush. It's kind of angled. It's a really nice brush. Again, it is $35, as well as this is the Complex Culture Powder Plush brush, which is really, really nice as well. But $35 for these brushes is just crossed the line. You know, it's a very nice experience. You got a very luxe brush. They look really pretty. They sit on the desk really pretty. So it just depends what you would use it for. But I just think as far as like practicality goes, I'm not spending $35 on a brush. I just don't think it's that serious. But we are going to go in with some bronzer. So we're going to go in with, this is the Complex Culture Overtime Contour and Blush Duo. And so it's the shades Power Player and Pink Slip. So Power Player and Pink Slip. They do only have one shade right now in their bronzer in these duos, which I think is a issue, especially because right now, you know, a lot of brands are getting called out for being uninclusive. And I think that they, I hope that they can come out with more shades, come out with more products that can be used for a lot of skin tones. I just think that they're just getting there started almost, and so hopefully they once they pick it up and make more money or whatever, that they bring out more shades and stuff, because I love this duo. The formula of these blushes and bronzers, so soft. It's literally like their loose powder. So soft, so smooth. It glides on the face, but it's matte, and it's not matte, it's not flat in any way. It is a very nice, like lifelike, oh my gosh, my skin looks so good. Lifelike kind of bronzer. It is a lighter bronzer, and so I'm going in like really hefty because I'm a little bit, I'm a tanner skin tone, but so lighter skin tones are probably gonna like this a little bit more. But it is really, really nice. I'm literally just gonna use the same side of that brush and go into the blush. And the thing for me is, like, I usually typically don't like duos like this because I don't use both the shades. And this blush shade is a little too pink for my everyday wear and tear, but it is nice, and I really do like the formula. So hopefully they can come out with maybe singles or something like that, and that'll be a lot better because this formula is just so good. So if you're someone who's my skin tone, a little deeper, a little lighter, you definitely could get some use out of this if you wanted to try it. Again, these are $35, this duo, which I don't think is too bad, just because you got 2 products in here. So is this math in my brain? It's like $17 each. Is that math? Something like that. It's I mean, it's up there, but it's you know, you're getting 2 products, so it's not too bad, and then 2 really amazing products, which I really love. So it's not that bad. And again, you're paying for the whole experience deluxe. I love the way this packaging is. It does get fingerprinty, but it's nice. And so it just depends. If you can get it in your Ipsy, get her, girl, get her. Then let's go on with some highlighter. We're gonna use the am I gonna say Compass Culture again? Someone come crazy. What? Okay. So we're gonna use the Good Lighting highlighter duo. So it has the shade Lucid and the shade Afterglow. I am gonna mix them. This is the same kind of thing with the bronzer and blush duo. They only have this shade. Now, luckily in this palette, they have a lighter shade and a deeper shade. So depending on your skin tone, you could either use both or use one or the other, which is, you know, it's better than, you know, not being able to use either, or like better than just having one. So I guess there's that, but no one wants to pay, this is $30 for only being able to use half the product, you know what I mean? So again, hopefully they come out with like some singles or something like that, because this highlighter formula, something else, yo. It is so blinding, but it looks, this is the true definition of like what a wet look highlighter looks like, and I love that so much. You can see it really did enhance that pimple there, but like, what else was it supposed to do, you know? So I really love this formula as well. I think it is really, really nice. I think, again, if you get the opportunity, I know sometimes they send like minis, so they'll send like a mini single of the bronzer or the blush in Ipsy's, or like just one of the highlighters. And so if you can get your hands on one of those, I say go for it. They don't sell that on their website, but they do. It is in Ipsy sometimes. So I would definitely, you know, try to get it or something, anything like that. Again, I think it's just absolutely stunning. I live. Add some setting spray. Okay, so next I'm going to do my brows. We are just going to go in with the Compass Culture, the Full Out Brow Gel in the shade Universal Taupe. So they only have a brow gel. They don't have a brow pencil right now. Again, hopefully that's something we can see in the future. But I love their brow gel. This is my favorite brow gel ever. I'm going to say one of them, but this is literally my favorite. So it comes with 2 sides here. It comes with a long side and a shorter side. And so the longer side, you just kind of, what I like to do is this is what I'll do. Okay, I'll just show you. I like to brush through with the longer side just to get them in place. And then with the shorter side, I apply the more of the product and then just brush it through kind of like that. I'd usually go in with the pencil first. I didn't today, but YOLO. Sometimes I like doing this too, just because it's a very natural and easy brow. And you can see, you can get that fluffy brow look, but you can also get that sharp brow look. However you like to do your brows, this brow gel like works to it. It lasts all day long, does that move. It looks so freaking good. And it's only $18, which I think is a reasonable price. You know, I think Kosas' new brow gel, I think, is $20 or something like that. So 18 is, you know, average, I think, for these brands here. It's not too bad. And definitely one I would repurchase. My brows look crazy right now, just because I haven't got them done in years and days, but I love this brow gel. Okay, so for the next product is eyeshadow. What I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna speed through an eye look quick, and then I will talk about like my opinions and stuff at the end. This is the full-time eyeshadow palette in the shade, in the, like, I don't know, it's not the shade, it's in the, it's called the Party Edit. It's in the Party Edit kind. So we have dinner party, cocktail party, surprise party. Comes in like 3 different rows. It's really, really cool. But again, it's a really nice packaging. It's only $28, which I think is awesome for an eyeshadow palette. You know they can really get up there, especially, you know, the very, very luxe brands. So I think 28 is not bad. And then with like a first time discount, yes, this is my fork. I've lost my mind. With like the first comer discount, you can get it probably down to like 25 bucks, which I think is awesome, again, for a very luxe high-end palette. So I'm gonna go ahead and just speed through this and then I'll be right back. Alright, so the eyeshadow formula, it just is so beautiful, and these shimmers, boy, look at them. I think, you know, I'll go through at the end and then recap everything, but I think if there's anything you picked up from Complex Culture and you really went out of your way to get, I would go with the eyeshadow palette. And yeah, I mean, I haven't tried them all, but this one, at least the Party Edit, is amazing. And then if the other 3 are anything like this, superb, spectacular. This eye right now is really doing big things for me, and I didn't know, you know, it was capable of doing this. I just was trying something new and it worked out amazingly, and so I'm obsessed. The formula is buttery smooth, the shimmer's outstanding, the matte's beautiful, beautiful. 10 out of 10, this is like an amazing palette, definitely would recommend. Next we're gonna go on with the product I would not recommend. This is the Complex Culture, obviously. It's the Executive Level Mascara. So it's a 5-in-1 lengthening mascara. It only comes in a mini. So you can't get it in any other, you can't get a full size. It only comes in a mini for $12, which is typical for a high-end mini. You know, they're usually $11, $12. Now this one just doesn't do very much for the lashes. So I just took it out once. We're not gonna dip back in. I'm gonna go ahead and do one eye and show you guys. Well, first of all, it has never looked like this in its life, and I really wish that I could show you every other time that I've used this, because I think that this is a mascara you really have to let dry out, because right now it looks pretty good. You know, is it the most exciting mascara ever? No, and I think it keeps falling a little bit, so I'm trying to shove it up quick because it keeps falling a little bit, but this is the best that it's ever looked on my lashes, and now it is pretty dried, not dried up, but it's a more dry mascara. And so I think that might be the trick with this, is that you gotta let it, open it, don't use it, let it dry for a while, and then you should be good to go, because it has never looked this good in its life. And again, I think it's because it was just too wet of a formula. It would get everywhere, and it just wasn't that nice of a mascara. So I think if you are going to be one of the people who just try it, if you want to try it or whatever, it's only $12. It's one of the cheapest products Complex Culture has. So if you wanted to try it, it's not that bad, but just I would suggest letting it dry out a little bit, because it always, before, my lashes did nothing. They went nowhere with this mascara. I honestly still, even though it looks nice right now, I feel like even a mascara that's finicky, I would just pass. I feel like if you're going to spend $12, go with the Maybelline Sky High mascara, you know, the one that everyone's loving. Try it instead of this one, but it's not looking too bad today. It's just, you gotta put a lot of effort into it. Mascaras are always the one who likes to play, like, or always the part of the makeup that likes to play me. I'm like, I hate this mascara, and then it's like, whoosh, and I'm like, awkward. But it's true. This one is, I can see them falling though already, and that is gonna piss me off. It's just not, I just don't, I think, well, we'll talk about it at the end. All right, let's just go with the last product quick from Complex Culture that I have here. This is the the Steel Closer Tinted Lip Cream. I have the shade Mauve Nude. I really love these lip creams. I think they are so nice. They are so smooth. They really are like whipped creams. And so they feel so nice on the lips. And I really like freaking, I'm obsessed. It might not match. But it's such a comfortable formula and it looks so pretty on the lips. I freaking love these. This is only $18. Yes, it's $18. And so again, that's kind of up there for lip products. I mean, not really, but you know what I mean. It's kind of just like, I just really do want to spend $10, $20 on one lip product that you might use, like, you know, you have 50 other ones. So it's kind of like so-so, but I think it's a really comfortable formula. It is really, really nice. Real quick, I'm just gonna like kind of put all the products in categories. Bottom of the food chain, I just think that, you know, if you're gonna skip anything, definitely skip the brushes and skip the mascara. I think that the mascara is a little just too finicky for me. You know, if it's one day gonna make my lashes look really long and one day it's gonna not, I just don't want to use it. Why would I want to use that? I think the brushes are really nice brushes. They're just way too expensive, and I think that I didn't even use the Precision Eyelid brush today, the eyeshadow brush, which is a little cheaper, but still, they're still so expensive for single brushes. Like, why is the brush set almost like $200? Like a brush set for a couple brushes, like that's just obscene to me. And so I feel like I would pass them. They're good. If you have the chance to get them in Ipsy, I would say grab them, but don't pay for them full price. Middle of the food chain, I would definitely say is the concealer. I really do like the concealer. I just don't think it's anything extraordinary. You know, it did the job. My under eyes look good. They're easy, simple, 1, 2, 3, and I do like that. I just don't think, you know, run out and get it. I think, you know, for someone who's looking for a good staple concealer, then this one could be for you, but I just don't think it's anything extraordinary, revolutionary, you know, but I do like it. Something I will continue to use. And same with the lip gloss. I think it's really, really nice. Obviously it's a clear gloss. It's very lightweight, feels so good. And I'm gonna get a lot of use out of it. I just don't think anything you need to run out for $18 for. I think also middle of the food chain, I would say the palettes here. Although I love the formula of these, I feel like because there's only one shade in each, you know, it's not gonna work for everyone, and I think it's a little too like finicky for the shades are too finicky for me to be like, yes, 10 out of 10 recommend, just because even the pink shade doesn't work to me. I look really pale today because the blush kind of just washed me out, and it's kind of just like, what the heck. I don't want that in my life. But the formula is really, really good, so it just depends on your skin tone. Wow. It just depends on your skin tone with these and how you're feeling, but I do like them. I just feel like, again, I always do that. I always repeat myself when I'm trying to like make a point, just so you guys get it, but then I'm like, okay, they got it. The last 3 times you said it. Did I talk about this? I also think this is middle of the food chain as well, the Mauve Nude lip cream. I think it's really, really nice. I just think, you know, obviously it's a lip product for $18. That's just a lot, and you have to really, really like it. For me to want to spend $18 on it again or to get another shade, like heck no. So I do like it. It's very comfortable. It is a very fun product. You know, it's something unique because it's not just a liquid lipstick or anything like that. It's a lip cream. It's thick. It feels so good. It's so smooth on the lips. So it's middle of the food chain. Now, top 3 definitely for me. 10 out of 10. Okay, I can't even put these in order. So, like, top 3, number 3 out of the top 3 is definitely Complex Culture Set Go Translucent Powder. I love the setting powder. It really does blur out my skin. My skin just looks so set, but it doesn't look dry or matte. It just looks set, and I love that. And I can add my glowy setting spray. and I feel like my skin will just have that glow because the powder isn't doing anything extreme, like completely drying out my face or anything like that. It's just setting it, and I love that. I think all skin types could use this powder, dry skin, oily skin, all of you. I feel like, you know, there are only 4 shades right now, but I feel like obviously 4 is better than 1, number 1. Number 2, hopefully the more hype that it gets, the more shades they come out with. And stuff like that. I think number 2 out of the top 3 is definitely the brow gel. I love this brow gel so much. It's so good. Again, one I would repurchase in a heartbeat. And it's just the truth. I really think, like, I hated brow gels for a really long time. I think they're a whole gimmick. This really opened up the door for brow gels for me. I think, like, if I'm going to use one, it's going to be this one for the rest of my life. And so I do really, really like this one. And yes. And then number 1, baby, of course, I said this earlier, that I think I would recommend is definitely the eyeshadow palettes. So freaking amazing, so fantabulous. The formula of these shimmers are something I've never seen before. So beautiful. They're like wet and delicious. And then the mattes are so blendable, so smooth. I think they have some really good formulas going on here, especially with their powder products. I think they've got some really good things going for them, and so I hope that they keep expanding and keep trying and keep coming out with new products, hopefully soon. So yeah, guys, that is it for this video. The quote for today, you know, let's hold on to the quote. I hope this video was like kind of brought, you know, some information to your life. I didn't go in too depth just because last time I filmed this video was extremely long and I couldn't even upload it because the file was just too long, too big, and so it didn't work out. So I tried to like kind of reel it in a little bit, but I hope you guys enjoyed. Definitely let me know if you have any comments, questions, concerns, whatever it is. If you have anything to say about the brand, or if you product, you know, I kind of started to say something, forgot, or anything like that. I tend to do that a lot too. Or if I like said something that didn't make sense to you, definitely comment down below. We can have a combo. I think this brand is one that you want to try. I think you don't want to miss out on the good products in this brand, because you'd be missing out. Basically is all I'm trying to say. But I think, you know, it is a really fun brand. I think it's something that everyone should try to get in your Ipsy if you see it as a choice, you know. I would say get it. I'd say branch out and get it. Alright guys, that is it for this video. I'm getting a headache because I'm hungry. The quote for today is, failure is not the opposite of success, it's part of success. And I think that is so true to keep in mind. You know, failure isn't the end all be all. It's not this like thing that you just, oh my gosh, I failed, that's it. You know, it's a part of growing. It's the only way you get to success is by failing. And so that is it for this video, guys. I really hope you enjoyed it. Again, any comments? I think my full face of kosas should be coming soon. I'm just waiting to get the brow pencil or the brow gel that is obscenely priced soon. So we'll see. Bye, guys.